Had a nice Sunday lunch and watched a few films on Netflix. A couple of films while I was there.
As you do. Really go wrong with that.
Nah. What have you done with yourself today, mate?
Not a lot, really. Nothing special. Just counting down the days for my holiday.
That for TF Nation.
Didn't catch any of that, mate. You just garbled out. Didn't only cut the last bit of that.
Oh, is that the TF Nation holiday?
No, well, TF Nation's ages away, mate. I'm just off to just off away near Brid in about 3 weeks, just for a couple of days.
Who are you going with? Are you going with anyone?
No, just me, mate. Just me. Just for a few days, get away from everything.
Is it near Scarborough where you went last time?
Near there. Near there. Yes, that's basically what I'm going to be doing for a couple of days while I'm over there.
You like to do anything particular when you're there, or just go to the beach?
Yeah, it's good. Just go chill out, mate. You know, I'll probably like do walk around the beach and stuff, but I'm not going to do a lot. You know, just go to chill. I don't intend to do much more than that. Yeah, I just like to do that now and then.
Yeah. I get the feeling I've never really like gone somewhere. Well, for a couple of days on my own, I've never really done it, but I really should. It'd be good for me to do it.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed it. It's nice to get away, just have some space, a bit of time to yourself. It's always nice.
There's some nice shops there you can look in and stuff.
No idea, mate. It's been a few years since I was last in Brid, so no idea. Like I said, I'll just play it by ear. I'm going there for 4 days, so I'll just see how it goes. Best thing to do.
You never get lonely kind of being there on your own, or?
No. Yeah, it don't bother me. I'm not really bothered if I go away on my own. It's never really bothered me. Just like that, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 3 weeks. 3 weeks' time, not long at all, really.
Have you bought anything new recently?
Not really. Not really. I don't really buy stuff that often, to be fair. There's a few things I need to get hold of though, but I'm kind of waiting on that. I don't really buy stuff. Well, I do, but I mean, collection-wise, I don't buy stuff collection-wise that often. I mean, Transformers stuff. Like, I only tend to do that at TF Nation. That's the only time I really buy them. I very rarely buy them outside of TF Nation, to be fair.
what about MLP stuff? Have you bought anything new MLP related or?
Not recently. And Ken, I'm going to kind of wait till our trip in October because that'll be the first pony related con I've ever been to. I'm really kind of interested in the kind of stuff I might be able to get while I'm there. So I'm kind of just going to hold out on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have a lot more planned than that, really. That's about it. What about yourself, mate? You got anything planned? Anything in the works?
Well, I say obviously now TF Nation's getting closer, so I'm just trying to keep an eye on the money. The thing is, I just try and get out and about a bit more this time of year when it gets hotter.
Yeah, don't we all? I'm the same, really. I like to get out myself. Especially this time of year. I like to.
Yeah.
I don't really know if I'm going to buy anything at TF Nation, to be fair. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you don't have to buy anything, do you?
No, there's no request to.
Trying to think. I mean, I didn't buy nearly as much as I did the first time last year. Most of what I bought was I bought stuff on a smaller scale. I only bought one or two big things. So
Yeah, same here. I mean, the biggest thing I bought was, let's put it here, was this, which is Elite 1. It was the biggest.
did you buy that last year?
Yeah, I bought that last year. That was like literally the only transform I actually bought. I didn't buy anything else apart from a little little thing from two things from Gundam Mad. Just a few things.
Yeah.
That was about it.
At some point, did you want to go into?
Hello.
Hi, Tony.
Good
How are you?
God.
How
It's
is
the man
things?
himself.
How are you?
Yeah. How's things?
Not
And
bad,
stuff.
mate. How are
Very
you?
good.
How are you
Yeah.
being?
Fucking skint up here, but you know.
Well, ain't that everybody, mate?
Yeah. You know, well, I've got TFN funds, but I'm not.
I think we all are.
So, you know, if I can convince myself I'm poor, I won't dip into them, you know.
Well, I like to do my very best not to touch my TF Nation fund.
Yeah. So it's you know, getting there. So yeah. So how's everybody?
I'm good.
Just recorded a TF Nation video actually. Getting the ball rolling.
Yeah, I've got one planned. I really need to get it sorted.
Yeah, got it all planned. Well, not planned. I just rambled for fucking 20 minutes. You know, it's just part of the course though for me. That. Better get new spaceships this week.
Yeah, I need to watch a recent one. I haven't got around to watching that one yet.
I got this the other day.
Hey, Carl.
is a Miradon Raider.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. One of my favourite ships I got recently. You'll appreciate it, Dan. I got the Enterprise F.
Yeah. I do like that one. That's the Odyssey.
I've got one of those.
Odyssey class, yeah.
Like an empty bubble bath bottle. That's about the only.
There's 2 versions of it as well. So yeah.
So Carl, how are you?
All right, Cal.
All right, I suppose.
What?
A lot better now that I've restarted.
Restarted.
Yeah, I come earlier and everything were all choppy and shit. Yeah, I've had to. That's what I say. I've had computer on all day just with stuff running in the background. So you get a load of shit building up in your memory buffer. So
Yeah, that is true.
yeah. There we go. So let's put that away. That away. I've done
It
that.
seems that me and Tony are the only 2 that have got decent webcams.
Oh, what?
Hey, fuck off! I'll do some more.
I'm using my telephone.
Yeah.
I must be able to.
Only
If
reason-
I had to set it up on this computer. This is the only issue I've got with this machine.
Yeah, I'm using my
Mine
phone.
just needed
Good quality.
Yeah. Mine just needed a clean.
Oh, the fucking computer. Just
Well,
Every time I see you on a live chat, Tony, it amazes me the amount of these Star Trek ships you've got. I mean, there's literally almost touching a ceiling.
Oh no, yeah. And it's 3 rows of it as well.
Yeah. Well, so that Starships collection's been going on a lot longer than what I thought it would.
Well, the initial run was going to be 90, then they extended it to 100, then they extended it to 130, then 150. Now it's 160 plus. But the thing is, I think they didn't realise how popular it was going to be because the reason is a lot of the ships that we're getting, you'd never see anywhere else.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The as far as I'm aware, this Starship collection is the only time where they've ever gone out of their way to do anything, other than just the basic stuff.
Nowhere ever have you got a Promelian battlecruiser.
Yeah. Even what they call it, even like plastic models that you make yourself, have never done a lot of them.
Well, you if you're going to do, if they do like Hot Wheels, or something
yeah.
like that,
Oh, hey, John.
All right, John. Like I say, if Hot Wheels do like Starships and stuff like that, you usually get all the Enterprises, and you'll get the Reliant if you're lucky, you'll get Klingon Bird of Prey, Romulan Warbird, Cardassian Cruise if you're really lucky, and that is usually about your lot, Voyager and Borg Cube and a few other bits and pieces like that, and that's it. I mean, when are you going to get
the most recent one done? Is the was it Lens Flare vs Enterprise?
Yeah.
And the big fuck off battleship.
Yeah, the Vengeance.
Yeah, that's it. Because I've got both of them. But I know the only other ones that the Hot Wheels have done that I can remember off the top of my head, they've done Movie Enterprise or Enterprise A. And TOS Enterprise. I think they did do an Enterprise D at one point.
Yeah, but I mean, you'll get the hero ship, and you may get a Borg Cube, a Klingon battle cruiser, like the most recognisable of ships. But I mean, who outside of somebody like me who knows the series backwards is going to get fucking the Federation Tug?
Yeah,
that was in one shot of one episode.
Yeah,
and not even a clear shot.
I've seen there where you'd done the video where you got gone to.
Yeah. So I mean, you never got that ever. No. The attack wing game. Some of those ships you get, but I begrudge paying £15-20 for a ship that's this big.
Yeah, especially if you don't play the game.
Yeah, I mean, because the ships in there aren't great quality, But you look at the Star Wars ships, and the Star Wars ships are fantastic quality.
Yeah, it's what it is. I mean, I used to play Attack Wing, and it's basically you pay between 10 and 20 quid for one of the expansion packs, depending on how big the ship was.
Yeah. And
you get basically the ship and its its mounting bracket and everything like that, and then you get a set of cards with it.
Give powers and stuff like that, don't they?
Yeah, you get like crew cards and weapons and stuff like that. And 9 times out of 10, people were buying the expansion packs just for the cards, because WizKids, in their fucking infinite wisdom, made it so that the only place where you could get certain cards was by buying ships that they knew nobody would want.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like, it's like, oh, there's this really... And the only way you could get multiples either, because you get like the Quantum Torpedoes card.
Yeah.
You could only get by buying a Defiant. And basically, once you got the Defiant, you had your Quantum Torpedoes card. Then it's like, well, this card's pretty badass, and it only costs like 3 points. Yeah. But it's like, well, I'd like a couple of them. I'd like to stick Quantum Torpedoes on the Enterprise as well. Yeah. And then if you tallied that up with original series Spock as a crew member, it basically meant that you could fire your torpedoes every turn without having to wait down for a cool off. And
I have heard a lot of stories is that people are buying the Eagle Moss ones and using those.
Yeah, and the better scale as well.
Yeah.
You have to remember about the Star Wars game is it's fighters, and then when they do the bigger ships, they actually do them bigger.
Yeah, it's Armada, isn't it? Yeah.
No, even just for the fight game.
I have seen the the Tanty 4, and it's like this big. It's pretty massive, but it is in scale with all the X-Wings in them.
Yeah, it's the X-Wing game. I mean, they've got the like Millennium Falcon and stuff like that. That's all in scale with the fighters.
Yeah, and they have
the attack.
I mean, for the money that they're asking for those things,
they got like the A-Wing, B-Wing, A-Wing, B-Wing, Y-Wing.
Yeah, but I mean,
they got obviously got Snow Speeder as well, but Snow Speeder is not actually a spaceship.
No, because this game is set in space, so you don't get any land vehicles, so you won't get any speeders or anything like that. But I believe that there is talk, I heard a while back, that they are doing a ground one, so you'll get like AT-ATs and troops and stuff like that as well. But they did that a couple of years ago, and it didn't really do
I would say they did do a what they call it, a Star Wars based sort of tabletop war game.
Yeah, it didn't really do anything, did it?
It didn't really do very well, because it was it from what I understand, it was an okay game to play, but it was pre-painted miniatures, and they were just like sort of like Airfix men on bases. They weren't made out of solid plastic. They were made out of like rubbery stuff.
Yeah.
And you couldn't really customize anything, and you bought them in like boxes of boosters, sort of thing, a bit like like fucking Hero Clicks.
Oh yeah, that game.
Like the Hero Clicks army sets that you used to get. Well, not Hero Clicks. You basically buy a box. It'd have the same men. It'd have like 5 men, and then maybe a vehicle and a support weapon in it.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to do a squad of 10 men, you'd have to buy 2 boxes with a vehicle and support weapon in that you didn't want. Yeah, stuff like that.
But yeah, I mean, it is a bit, it is one of those things where it's probably a good game, but but it's one of those that you're gonna have to shell a lot of money to enjoy.
Yeah. I mean, I went into Games Workshop the other week, so I thought, I'll get myself just a single Games Workshop.
Yeah, keep adding to it.
Yeah, but it's like because I've been doing a lot of cars and stuff like that. I just wanted something different, sort of thing. So I went in and I was looking around, and a manager comes sidling over to me and says, like, are you looking for anything in particular? I just says, I just want a single figure just to paint. I says, because I've been doing a lot of, like scale modelling and stuff like that, and die cast. I says, and I just want, something different to paint. And he says, any particular preference? I says, well, either Tau or Dark Eldar. And he goes, first thing he goes, we don't call them Dark Eldar anymore. And I goes, well, what they're called then? He's like, Drukhari or something. And I'm like, okay. And he went, yeah, that's the high Gothic name for them. It's like, no, it's we can't copyright the words Dark Eldar name for it. That's what it is. So they have to make up a bit bit of baby talk so that they can enforce copyright on it. So it shows me a couple of figures, and I found one Dark Eldar Commander figure because that's all they had, just in a single figure. Everything else is just like, fucking box sets or squad boxes.
Mm.
And I said, "Oh, how much is that?" And he's like, "Oh, let me have a look." And £17, and I'm like, "Whoa!" Back on fucking shelf.
Yeah.
No, sorry, mate. I'm paying £17 for a single fucking plastic man.
Yeah.
It's
not
for
good,
fuck's
is it?
sake. It's like with the same. Well, actually, I went and paid £14 and got the KA-58 Black Ghost helicopter instead,
There you go.
because it's bigger, it's got more parts to it, and it looks a lot better when it's finished than a single plastic man that costs
Yeah.
17 quid a game. I'm not really bothered about. And it's like,
and it's
oh
only
yeah,
about
but
the things as well.
yeah, it's like, oh yeah, but people have their hobbies. It's like, yeah, people with far too much fucking money than sense, and mostly people that are spending mummy and daddy's money.
Yeah. Anyway, John.
Yeah.
Sorry, we haven't spoke to you yet. Sorry, dude. How's it going?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
So, everybody ready for Godzilla then?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say me and my mate are supposed to be going to see it with his young'uns. It's one of them's birthdays or something, so we're gonna go see that.
It's out on Friday. This Friday coming.
No, it's the end
What
of the
day are
month.
you guys going to see it?
Hello.
It's out on the 29th, I think.
All right. Well, because I'm going to be going to see. I'm definitely going to go and see Aladdin on the Friday when it comes out, because that'll be the one chance I get to see it before I go away to my dad's
Just
for 10 days.
Just one thing about the Godzilla in this movie. He looks like he could do with a few rounds at the fucking gym.
Anemic. That just reminded me when he says, it's like what he says about seeing Aladdin. It's like, Michael Jackson's bored on a Friday night.
Just talk amongst yourself.
What does he do?
Guys, nature's calling.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Jackson's bored on a Friday night. What does he do? Gets Aladdin.
Oh. Oh. Yes, yeah. Godzilla disproved. Yes, you can
Well,
sit there for now.
That's it. The jury's still out on that one, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. It's kind of isn't both is and isn't at the same time. It's like nobody. Can
Yeah,
get
well,
the
it's like they've said there, the current round of people that's come sniffing for money from his estate have all basically been dismissed as all their claims are completely without merit.
Well, you see, what
Then
gets me is
they said about that other lad that years ago accused him and got a payoff. They're saying, well, why did he pay him off then if he didn't do anything? It's like there's a better than average chance that what actually happened was, he made the accusation and then basically, thinking his lawyers just said, look, just give him some money to go away.
yeah,
whether
to make
it's
it go
true or
away.
not,
Yeah.
Yeah, so he got some money and went away. And apparently one of the things is he's now come sniffing for more.
Well, what gets me is right. Rightly, I mean, if it happened or not, the man's been dead 10 fucking years, so he can't defend himself.
Yeah.
Right? It's only their word against what his lawyers are going to say. Right?
Yeah.
So, it's just going to go around in circles. Well, there's no proof either way.
Mm.
So, I mean, what's the fucking point?
Hasn't one of the people a few months ago who basically came forward and told his story sort of being brought into question as basically the place he claimed Michael Jackson abused didn't even exist at the time?
Yeah, it's basically all the more recent ones have all been dismissed without merit. Because when the main one who was, making things and speaking anonymously to newspapers and stuff like that, he's obviously given a statement to police about it. And then when they've, took his, checked all details and everything like that, it turned out that, the place where he said it happened didn't even exist at that time. And I think it was on dates that he's given when stuff supposedly happened. I don't think Michael Jackson was even in the fucking country. He was like touring or something. So, they've said there, well, basically your story is basically bullshit. So kindly fuck off.
That's it. I mean, like I say, if it happened or not, there's no proof either way. So
No.
you know, and especially now that the man can't even defend himself.
No, I mean it's the same thing as what happened with with Jimmy Savile.
Yeah,
I mean it's a lot of the stuff he has actually done. It's they've been able to figure out. Yes, he has done bits of that here and there. But when that first come out, the very first person to make accusations against him, all of her accusations were proven completely without merit.
Yeah.
But other people come forward since then and said, well, he's done this, he's done that. And it turns out, yes, he did to some of them. I mean, there was one thing about, that hospital that he used to do a lot of charity work for.
Yeah.
And, I used to go down into morgue and have sex with dead bodies and stuff like that. It's like...
Yeah, because he had his own room there, didn't he?
Yeah, because he used to do a lot of stuff there. He used to, appear, 2-3 days on trot, doing, PR for hospital and raising money and stuff. So they set him up his own room so that he could sleep there.
You watch that. You watch that Louis Theroux video episode where he spends the weekend with him and that or weekend. Yeah. Some of the shit he says, it's sort of passed by everybody, but when you watch it back, you kind of go, "Oh, hang on."
Yeah, yeah. It's undoubtable he did dip his wick in places where he shouldn't. I mean, there was the other thing as well where they said he was abusing, it was buggering young boys and stuff. And all those turned out to be without merit, as far as I know, because they said there, it's Jimmy Savile might have been a lot of things, but he wasn't gay. His kind of drug of choice was sort of, 14, 15-year-old girls and stuff like that.
That's it,
yeah. But that's what I say. I mean, he's a fucking kiddie fiddler. And if somebody had spot, I mean, it's like they said there, where Esther Ranson said the reason why she set up a Childline was because of Jimmy Savile, and it's like you could have said something a bit earlier, maybe.
Well, see, the thing is, a lot of that shit went on, and the BBC knew about it, and they just covered it up. This Operation U-Tree, everybody fucking that was working at BBC at that time got all fucking done, didn't they? Rolf Harris and fucking Dave Lee Travis and shit like that. They're all fucking in on it. And the BBC just kept it quiet because, while these guys are on telly, it's people are paying the TV license, and if anything like that comes out, then they're not going to do it, are they?
No.
Which TV license can go, BBC can go fucking.
I'm going to say TV license get fucked off. I don't see why. It's like I said, the only thing I've seen so far this year on BBC that was worth watching is that Ghosts, and to be honest, that could be on any channel.
Yeah,
it's like I say, it's written and produced by all the crew that used to do Horrible Histories. They could literally take that concept to ITV, fucking Netflix or whatever. I wouldn't particularly like it to be on Netflix because Netflix have this really bad habit, and they did the same with Black Mirror, of when they take something, you have to add Americans into it as well. No, they can't keep it. I mean, can you imagine if they decided to start doing fucking Midsummer Murders? That'd be funny as fuck. That it's like Midsummer Murders. Like you've got this quaint little English village, and all there's loads of fucking Americans knocking about.
Well, that doesn't bother me so much. That, but I mean, what does bother me though?
It should do, because when you've got an established concept, like in Black Mirror, so it's an anthology series. And so you can put American characters in it, but a lot of the newer stuff that they've done with Black Mirror, it's like everything's got to be set in America. Everything's got to be, main characters got to be American. The stories have got to be American, and the actual quality of Black Mirror has dropped since it was on Channel 4.
Really, I thought it was really good.
So it's not as good as what it was when it was on Channel 4. No way.
I mean, it's not going to be. It's not going to be. Fucking what's the national anthem, is it? I don't think they're gonna top that one. Although White Christmas does kind of come close, I think.
Can't remember which one that is.
It's the one where it's like 3 mini episodes in one at Christmas, and they're all sort of Christmassy themed. And about blocking and shit like that, where he. Yeah.
Yeah, with where you can block people in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's fucking harrowing.
Right, I'm going to say it's what they call it. You never know, we might be heading that way.
Well, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, fucking. I mean, the fact that you can't say shit on the internet now without fucking SJWs going, oh my god, you can't say that. Oh, fucking hell, you want to read me?
Did you see that last week with was it Stephen Fry when they did that mental health awareness week or month or whatever it is?
I didn't see that. No.
No, basically Stephen Fry did a post on Twitter, and he does a lot of charity work for mental health awareness. You know, because obviously
he does, yeah.
had his problems. And he took a photo of himself, going like that.
Yeah.
And straight away, people were like, Stephen, I don't know whether you're aware, but that's a white power symbol. And he's like, what? Like that. It's this is the thing. Doing that is not a white power symbol. And if you think it is, what that actually means is that you are stupid because you allowed yourself to get fooled by 4chan.
Yeah. Fucking 4chan.
Yeah. Because apparently it's when you go like that, these 3 fingers are the W, and then this bit here with the line going down is a P. White power.
Yeah. That means fuck right off.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
I'm sick of this.
That originated on 4chan because they were like, they've done it a couple of times now where they've the drinking milk thing. That was a 4chan. That was a 4chan one as well. And Pepe the Frog was also a 4chan thing. So it's like I said, they just keep coming up. These little innocuous things.
Yeah. And
seeing if they can get the screechers to run with it.
You see, what gets me is I'm getting really tired of this fucking nanny state, fucking knickers in a twist. Oh my god, social justice warrior, snowflake culture that we've just somehow fucking appeared out of nowhere. You can't say shit. You can't fucking, like I say. I mean, if you say, I've seen it happen. Not necessarily in town, but I've seen it happen at TFN. I'm not going to name names or anything, but I have seen it happen there. And I'm for accepting everybody. I don't care if you whatever persuasion you are. I don't give a shit. It's up to you, isn't it? If you're happy, then fucking go do that. But I don't want to be in a position where I'm having to check what I'm saying. Do people not know the term freedom of speech? And then you check.
Freedom of speech is hate speech. Remember.
But the thing is, though, right? Right. What annoys me is when somebody, no matter who it is, like vegans especially, are this one.
Yeah, that's only recent, ain't it? The whole bloody militant vegan thing that started popping up.
Yeah, but you know what? Do you know how you know somebody's a vegan?
Tell you.
They'll fucking tell you within a few seconds of meeting them, right?
Well, it used to be the same deal with being gay.
Yeah.
It's like, how can you tell whether somebody's gay? They'll tell you. And it's like now that's calmed down a bit. Being gay, it's accepted. People aren't really bothered about it. Some people are, but it's accepted, and it's like fair enough. You're gay. I'm not interested.
Yeah.
And but now it's like it's like they say there with the your snowflake generation. They constantly have to find reasons to be victimized.
Yeah.
So they can claim the oppression points and whatever.
Yeah.
That's why you got the whole fucking.
It's almost become crisis point with
the thing is, it's like
you're breaking up there.
Lauren. To say some people I know who turned out to be gay isn't necessarily because they've told me, but because people who I kind of know but don't know very closely, and I hear them maybe mentioning their partners, and they might say, it could be another man.
I was going to say it'd be funnier if you said the reason I found out why they were gay is because I woke up one morning and found my best mate bumming me.
No, but the thing is, though, you look at that though as a thing, right? You look at this thing. Let's just use this as established norm. A man and a woman, right? You don't go up to somebody and go, "Oh, by the way, did you know I'm straight?"
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't factor in that. But if you're gay,
No, you don't do it.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And like I say, why is it my business for you to tell me that? If you're gay, fucking be gay. Brilliant, fantastic, well done. Are you going out with this guy? Well done, instead of going, oh, this is my partner I'm going out with. Oh, brilliant, fantastic.
Well, it's like I've said it. It's what it is to go, oh, I'm a bisexual, genderqueer, fucking demigirl, whatever. And then all your response has to be is, that's nice, but how those shelves aren't going to stack themselves.
Yeah.
And that's it. It really doesn't matter. It's like, are you planning on having sexual intercourse at work or anywhere other than in your own private time? No? Yeah. Why the fuck does it matter then?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And, and it seems to be, they seem to wear it like a badge of honour. And they go, well, and you go, well, brilliant, fantastic. And then you sit in a, like I say, I was at work over Christmas and sat in the canteen and the staff room having my fucking breakfast because I was a bit early. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to get a big fuck off bacon sandwich. And I'm sat there having my bacon sandwich. And the vegan entered the room and said, oh, by the way, did you know that contains chemicals? I went, yep, all the tasty ones.
Yeah. It's like, did you know that contains chemicals? Yes, everything contains chemicals.
Yeah, it does. And I went, well, I just said all the tasty ones, and I'm going munch, and he kept coming in, giving me shit, and I went, look, if you want to bite, I will save you some, right? But he goes, oh, I'm vegan. I said, yes, we are aware of this. You have told us in almost every sentence you come out with, you've got a counter argument, which means you should be a vegan. Well, okay then. This happened. I'm not going to name any names, but this happened over Christmas, right? Deliveries almost every day, getting 6-7 pallets, right? And I've been going down there, and I'm, let's say, middle-aged, overweight, and I'm pulling 6-7 fucking pallets in at a time on my own, right? The vegan goes out there, he's 25, prime of life, fucking, and doesn't eat any meat or anything like that. Moves one pallet 6 feet, dislocates his shoulder.
Somebody forgot to take his calcium supplement.
Yeah, dislocates his shoulder. I mean, when I've done it, I'm let's be honest, slightly out of breath, slightly dizzy, need to sit down for a minute or so and have a drink.
Getting that pain here and down your left arm.
Yeah, pain in my chest, down my left arm, dizziness, and need to call an ambulance. But I got, picked myself up and went, right, and went back to fucking work. And he moves 1 6 feet, and then he claims that it was 1.2 tons. And I went, if it was 1.2 tons, it would destroy the fucking the pallet it's on.
Yeah, I'm going to say, as far as I'm aware, was it wooden pallets? You can only put about half a ton on.
Yeah,
like
half a ton.
Half a ton or a ton, depending on what it's made out of.
And these pallets,
when I used to work at that wrecker's yard, somebody had ordered they'd ripped an engine out of a car, and somebody'd ordered it online. So stupid cunts went and put it onto a tiny little wooden pallet. They were just going to wrap it up in plastic, send it up. Yeah, drop this fucking engine on, and engine out of a fucking truck. Yeah, there's like crunch.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of sexuality in general, obviously, I work at a store that is predominantly selling clothes. Obviously, we have changing rooms. Recently, there's been talk on the grapevine that there are possibly plans within the next year for us to have a gender-neutral changing room. And
right, you think that's fine, right? Because a changing room is just a little area you go put your fucking trousers on and go, I like these, I'm buying them.
Yeah.
Right? That's fine, but does it need that title? Why don't you just call it changing room?
Yeah.
The
thing is,
there's only one person in the changing room at a time.
Yeah. The thing is as well about changing rooms. I mean, a lot of them, some of the shops I've been. I mean, I went in TK Maxx the other day. They've just got changing rooms.
Yeah.
And the thing is, people that work in retail stuff like that, places that got changing rooms will tell you, on average, maybe once, twice a week, you'll get somebody that does something disgusting in the changing rooms.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't either pissing or shitting, or people want to go in changing rooms for a fuck and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And obviously thingy staff have to clean up. So it's not like, some places still do have separate men and women changing rooms. Usually you'll find there's more women's changing rooms than men's, because men tend not to want to, strip off and try trousers and stuff on. Men will go up and go, right, I'm a 44 waist. These trousers are 44 waist. Leg length's irrelevant because I can just sew them up, or get my mum to sew them up or whatever.
Yeah. See, that's the thing between men and women shopping. I mean, I don't want to fucking thingy, but women will go out and try on 5 different tops and stuff like that. Blokes will go, they'll pick up a pair of fucking trousers and go, yeah, they'll fucking do.
Yeah, I'll do.
I'll do.
I'm looking for a pair of black trousers. Oh,
yeah,
there's some.
Fucking SJWs, come at me for that statement. Yeah, fucking come at me, bros or girls.
One thing I will definitely say, I mean, obviously since I work on the tills, and every now and then I will get this, or people at the tills will get this, and it is frustrating beyond belief. You will get the little gaggle of women, normally late teens, early 20s, bag full of stuff. They'll come up to the tills and then it'll be, do you think this looks good on me? What? Sorry? Well, I haven't actually tried it yet, but I don't think this looks good on me.
Sam.
God.
Sam, just go, yes, that would look brilliant.
Yes, I'll be $49.99, please.
Sam, do this, right? Look at, if they ask you and go, well, this looks good, and go, yeah, that looks good, but you might want to, especially if they go, does it look fat on me? So, well, it's not the shirt that makes you look fat, is it?
It's your ass.
But
it looks all right. Yeah, it'd look even better once you've paid for it.
It's not just that. I mean, it's not them asking me. I've had cases where like sometimes 20 minutes, literally asking their friend's opinion of every single thing in the basket.
Well, you don't let them spend 20 minutes. You just go, there's a queue. Can you hurry up?
I know. The first time this happened, it was actually closing time. It was 6 o'clock.
Well, then you go. Excuse me, the store's closing in a moment. I need to get the till.
No, it did. I had a bloody manager who came up to help me out, and the manager's like, "Girls, we're actually closed now. It's 6:05. You either need to pay or leave." But this lass was literally panicking and just like, "But I don't know what looks good on me." And the manager was like, "Well, why don't you use the changing rooms tomorrow morning?" I was like, "But I don't have time." He said, "Well, how about you just buy it all now and bring it back later?" And it was just frustrating.
Or you could just be a right bastard and just go, "Yeah, look, it don't really matter what you're buying because you can't polish a turd."
Actually, you can. Mythbusters proved you can polish a turd.
I'd love to see him polish one of mine.
Yeah.
And mine, I've been trying to be a bit healthy. I've been eating a lot of bran flakes lately, and I'm going to say because I've got IBS, you really don't want to see what comes out of mine. No, I guess not. But but no, I'm just getting a bit tired of this fucking thing where you've got to almost check yourself before you say something nowadays. And
YouTube pretty badly. There's a couple of channels that I used to follow that I stopped following because they started going down the whole SJW route, and it's really annoying.
That's why I stopped buying Transformers comics, because they were going that way.
Yeah, they've gone down the whole concept of Transformers having relationships now.
That's fine, but that's not why I read Transformers. I want shooty bang bang robots fighting in my Transformers comics, which is the basic concept is a war between the good guys and the bad guys. If I want fucking love story, I'll read Idiosyncratic Routine, Yeah.
But it's like on what they call it, Doom Patrol. They've had 30. Well, series is they're up to episode 14 now. Episode 15 is the final episode of the series next week, and at the end of the 13th episode, Mr. Nobody, who's the main bad guy for the series, basically he's got roughly the same power as Deadpool, as in he's completely aware that he's a character in a comic book.
Yeah,
and he comes up and he goes, finally, because after 13 boring episodes of character-driven crap, we're finally going to get to what people actually want out of the superhero TV series. Fighting, good versus evil, all that stuff. It's like that. That's what you want, except like with Arrow and stuff, because I'm glad Arrow is coming to an end, because they've really, really run out of ideas. They've gone past the
jumping the shark.
No, what they've done is they've gone past the 7-season limit. I don't know whether I had to explain this one to somebody the other day as well. the 7-season limit is basically in American TV. What they'll do is, if a series is popular, they'll guarantee you a minimum of 7 seasons.
Yeah.
And then basically what it is when you come to the end of the 7th season, the show either has to end, or if it's still popular and they can justify it by the numbers, they'll renew it on a 1-season basis.
Yeah.
And you've found the thing is, it's like, you have the same with Star Trek Next Generation, DS9, Voyager, all stuff like that. Enterprise didn't, because it wasn't popular enough. They only got, was it 3 or 4? I can't remember.
They got 4 seasons. They got 98.
Yeah, they got 4. Yeah. But then you've got like Game of Thrones. I mean, I don't know anything at all. I'm not interested in Game of Thrones in the slightest. But everybody's said that Series 8 is complete and utter crap because of.
It's really good.
Yeah.